What's going on, guys? This is my first video. I honestly wanted to put something out on YouTube so I can start getting my foot in the door with longer form content. I had thought, since I put out a lot of short form content stuff, well, at least I'm starting to kick into it now. I post one a day on each short form platforms. I want to be able to put out something long form and somewhat of a time capsule. So when, I look back on it in a year from now, it's like, wow, I was terrible. But you know what? I'm pushing past my fear and my insecurities, and it's like, you know what? Let's just get on top of it. So yeah, no script or anything right now. I'm just straight up talking to the camera. I feel a little goofy and a little nervous, even though it's just a camera. But for you guys that are watching, I'm not sure how many people this is going to get out to. Just whatever dreams are going on up here, just go for it. You're going to be 45, 50, 60, 70 years old, regretting the fact that we didn't just act, or didn't just hop on top of okay, let's do this. All right, let's give it a shot. I don't know where I would be right now if I just gave up everything and just went through the motions of life. Just the fact that I'm putting out something, and I'm trying, and I want to be out there. I have goals in mind, and this is the way to obtain them. So that's what's that's what's gonna have to happen. So enough of that. I wanted to make a quick video on what I have for breakfast. I have been on a cut for about 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks. 1 week has been me tracking gram by gram. The week prior was me eating a little cleaner. I'm gonna show you guys what I eat in the morning, so I'm kind of full throughout the first half of the day. Big breakfast is super important. And it's always going to be important because it's going to set you up not to binge eat when you're on a cut. I find myself eating more, which, it's kind of like a mind game, but I find myself eating more food than what I used to just in a regular day, because, I'll have a bag of chips, and that's basically half of the macros that I've eaten. Now it's okay, I can have a heftier breakfast, go a little bit lighter on lunch, and then carb up before the gym. And then after the gym, then I can have another hefty meal, and depending on the timing, I might not feel the need to binge eat come 6:30, 7, 8 o'clock. Anyways, all right, I'm jumping the gun a bit, but yeah, I just wanted to put this out, so let's get started on breakfast. This is really weird, but you know what? Hey, I'm gonna be conscious about it. This is what I have been doing for the past 5 days when it comes to breakfast. So I'll take my egg whites. So egg whites, we'll have our cold brew, stock cold brew coffee, very low in calories. Of course, we gotta get our milk 50. I know people like the Pure Life or the Fair Life, whatever it's called. I found this one, and it's honestly not bad. I like this one a little better. And then we have our creamer. Well, not our creamer, our syrup. So our French vanilla. So yeah. So that's my coffee, my protein. And then what we have, it's quick, instant, fiber and protein, oatmeal. Not bad. I was using this one before. So I had this one yesterday, and I realized I'm this is great. This is not bad. It's good. But 38 carbs, dietary fiber is 4 grams. So net carbs would be 38 as compared to the fiber and protein one, right? Which is 28 carbs with 7 dietary fiber grams. So, meaning a net of 21 grams. Whey, NutriBio, this is what I found, my local supplement shop. NutriBio Whey Protein Isolate, we're looking at 2 grams of carbs with 25 grams of protein, no fat. So, which is very interesting. I was surprised that it doesn't even So I don't know if you can see, but it doesn't even have fat contents on there. So that's interesting. I've never seen that before. Okay, so as the pan's heating up, I'll start making my coffee. It's over here. If anything, we could do one of these numbers. Okay, that's heating up pretty fast, actually. Okay, so let's get a move on. Set that to 0. Go to 0. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we start out with the coffee base, right? This we're looking at 360 milliliters, so 12 fluid ounces, and then I put around 6. So let's go into 6. 6. Nice. Okay. So what we're looking at right now in this coffee is 2 grams of carbs, and that's it. So that's perfect. Go and grab our milk. So our milk 50. This one is 240 milliliters for serving, so 1 cup. And so 140 milliliters is about 8 fluid ounces, so we put in around 4. And yes, I'm not one of those black coffee drinkers. I am not super depresso. I like tasting decent coffee. And then here we go, our French vanilla. So you gotta be careful with this, it gets really sweet fast. And 1 fluid ounce, definitely not the serving size for this, so I would go like half an ounce. If anything, I'd go probably a quarter. We'll just go to 3. There we go, perfect. And we mix up, beautiful. And that's our coffee, easy. 6 fluid ounces of carbs, so that's 2 carbs. I mean, excuse me, 6 fluid ounces of coffee, so that is 2 carbs. We put in 4 fluid ounces of the milk 50, so we're looking at 4 carbs, so 4, 2, that's 6, with 9 grams of protein. Cut that in half, so we'll call it a even, what is that, 4.5? Yeah, 4, no, yes. 4.5. And then here we put in about 0.3 fluid ounces. So we're looking at nothing. Cheers! That's good. So, all right, now let's get started with this. Okay, so we have 242 grams of egg whites, and that is 46, so let me grab my phone. So 46 times 5 is 230, right? And we're looking at 242. And if we're taking the weight of the carton itself, we can assume that we're having a 20-gram omelet, all right? So again, 46 grams, easy money, 25 calories each, and you're looking at nothing but protein and sodium. So over here, you can see I have one of those omelet maker pans. It's actually very helpful because I'm not a very good cook. So we're gonna bust this one in the pan right here. Oh, I almost messed up. Beautiful. Okay, I think we're ready. So watch this, watch this. You can't tell me this is awesome. This is not awesome. It is awesome. So I take this handle, it's a little hot, flip over, a little bit spills out, but it's okay, I'll keep it closed for a second, and watch this. Oh, look at that. Easy. See, I'm actually not sure if this is the way to use it. I'm pretty sure it is, right? I mean, that makes sense. I mean, you flip the omelet, and but it comes out so beautiful, right? Am I right or am I right? You know, like that looks good. That looks so appetizing. But yeah, that's how I make my egg white omelets. It's awesome. It's almost ready. Actually, no, it is ready. Here, move, get out of my way. You're in the way. Yeah, I'm talking to you. And we're gonna add up all these macros at the end, so beautiful. Oh, we got our fucking omelet. Look how nice that looks. Come on. Okay, now we're back at the gain station, right? So we have our coffee. We have our egg white omelet, which is about 20 grams, right? Which I should probably put this stuff back. 20 grams of protein right here. And then we're looking at 6 carbs for protein in this, right? I know some people put like a scoop of protein in their oatmeal. I'll probably try that next time. I'm just doing what I usually do. I If anything, I'll try that tomorrow. That's actually a good idea. I see it all over the place. So people just like throw a scoop of protein inside of their oatmeal with a couple, I don't know, fruits or I don't know. It's just a little weird to me. I mean, I'm sure it's delicious, especially being the fact that this is like a chocolate peanut butter with like a brown sugar type oatmeal. Especially this one not having sugars. That's another thing I forgot to mention. So this one right here, right? This is the other big thing, right? So 11 total sugars includes 11 grams of added sugars for this regular protein one, right? This one has less than 1 gram of sugar, and it's still the maple brown sugar. So this is my first time trying this. This is like my personal review as well. So we're gonna see how that goes. Okay, so coffee, omelet. We're gonna mix up the shake. Yes, it's a lot of liquids. And then we'll throw some ice in this as well. Okay, boom. So another 2 grams of carbs and 25 grams of protein. We have our cold brew coffee with our protein shake. And then the last thing we're gonna do is get our fiber and protein instant oatmeal. And then throw it in the mic. Mic is short for microwave. My stomach is starting to growl. I'm really hungry. I'm so excited. Yes! Let's do a little bit of ketchup. So this one right here, and then we're looking at 10 calories per 16 grams, 1 carb, 1 sugar, no added sugar, and just mainly just sodium. So what I like to do is sometimes I'll go a little bit over. You know, it's not like that huge of a deal, but I'll take the omelet, throw it on the scale, bring it back to 0, take my ketchup. Look at that. It's almost like perfection. Look at that. That doesn't say 76. Stop saying that. So the grand total, after throwing this all in, it's pretty easy. We have our protein shake. We have our protein shake, which is 2 carbs, 25 grams of protein. So we'll log that real quick. Boom. We already logged the coffee. And then let's go over to our fiber and protein, just regular Quaker oatmeal. We're looking at 2.5 grams of fat. 2.5 grams of fat. We have 28 carbs. 7 dietary fibers, so net carbs is 21, so 21 grams of carbs, and then protein just a measly 6, so that's the oatmeal right there, and then the omelet, which is 20. So we have 55 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, and 29 grams of carbs in total. Oh yeah. So I want to practice doing long form content on YouTube, and you know, obviously it's a learning curve. I have experience in editing. I've been editing since I was like 17, just like fun stuff, but I want to get into fitness and nutrition. But yeah, that's why I'm posting mine, and this is also counts as my time capsule for the future. That's about it. Yeah, hopefully I see you again. Thank you.